So if you viewed the video on Instagram, why would you then go into Twitter and like it? So now you're setting out a timeline. June the 8th, you were sent it, but you were sent it on Instagram, but why would you then go to Twitter? Does that make sense to y'all? Now that's my opinion alone. I'm just saying, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We got the audio recording from that Said So video on June the 8th. I have it. That video was that station head live was almost 5 hours. It was toward the end. And I have the audio recording of her. When she got a hold of the video, when she started talking about the video, and then her mentioning, hey, let me go ask, I can probably go ask a few people, is this Megan? Because she pretty much done effed everybody. It's on my Twitter page. Scroll all the way down. You'll see the station head logo symbol, video, boom, right there. Y'all can hear the whole recording. Because I also came out here and posted when she did the transcripts to her answers, she lied. I showed proof of the actual court document, and then I posted that video right beside it. You said way more. Why are you only showing the transcripts of the show just of this? You missing a whole bunch of words out of that joker. You said way more than what you said there. Anyway, let me continue. Why didn't you like the place where you saw it? Bam. Bam. Where my bomb at? I got the same question that Sullivan got. Why didn't you like the place where you where you saw it? There was nothing to like. It was a private Instagram message. Okay. And did you expect that the people you told to check out your likes on Twitter would find their way to the video? Not necessarily, because I was on station head at the time. So I wasn't full-fledged streaming. I was actually that day going back and forth with Cardi B and her sister Hennessy publicly. We were in a public spat. And I was streaming on station head talking about that actually when I was distracted by people coming and saying, hey, this just happened. But you sent people to a specific page on Twitter, right? My likes. Well, when I tweet, go to my likes, your likes page is going to have all your likes. So no one on Twitter would have known what I was talking about. But pause. But ma'am, we have the entire audio clip. What are you talking about? We got the whole entire audio clip. But okay, let's continue. Well, when I tweet, go to my likes, your likes page is going to have all your likes. So no one on Twitter would have known that what I was talking about. The people on station head that were active in that conversation, those are the ones that would have been aware of the topic we were discussing. Exactly. Hence why we got the recording of your station head. Anyway, let's continue. All right. So I just want to make sure I understand this. You are saying that liking the video or whatever the page, the post, deepfake. You know that's deepfake now, right? She says, I don't know that. Now, okay, anyway, let me continue. Do you have any basis to say it's not deepfake? Megan says it's not her, but I don't know anything about the video or where it came from. The only thing you know about it is Megan says it's not her. Ooh, excuse me. Right, but when I saw it, I thought it was her. Right, because Again, y'all can scroll down on my page. I got the entire audio clip of her talking about this very moment. Scroll down on my page, you'll see it. But anyway, let's continue. Okay, but that's not evidence, right? Of course it's not evidence, but I didn't create the video. I don't know where it came from. Okay, and sitting here today, you think it's her? I think it's possible it could be her. Okay, but girl, child, don't we have the audio clip of you talking about the different type of tattoos on her body? Milagro? Okay, let's continue. And are you spreading that message? No, I haven't talked about it again. I haven't been able to. What do you mean, am I spreading that message? Okay, are you denying that you told people to check out your likes because that was a way to send traffic to see the deep corn video without being liable? That wasn't your motive? Tell the truth. No, I simply said go to my likes and that was it. And you knew when you did that, that was going to cause people to go look at the video, right? Not look at the video. Once again, when you were reporting on different topics, I knew that it would be something to talk to the people about. I knew that they would know what I was talking about then. Okay, again, Milagro, baby, let me tell you something. There was a second audio clip that I have of you where you were saying something along the lines about the video again. I have the audio clip. Again, everybody who is tuned in, when we get off this live, scroll down on my page. You can listen to it for yourself. I posted that months ago. It's on here. Go back and y'all can hear her. So she says, once again, okay, so I already read that. Because they would look at it, they would see the post or the video if it's there. It's their choice. She said it wasn't up to me, but they wouldn't have known about it unless you sent them there. No, they came to me. Now, Milagro, baby, we got the whole recording. Anyway, let's continue. And you said, go here and look at a video of Meg that might be a deep fake. I did not say that. You just said, look at it. I said, go to my likes. It's what I said. All right. You have to give me a bigger leash. Do you know what I'm talking about? The video? You know what? I'll do it in a minute. All right. If we look at the complaint, paragraph 43, and then it shows on or about defendant liked an X post included a deep fake video. Did you deny that? Ask me one more time. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to understand that. Your answer, just so you have it, it's on page 3. She says, okay. So it says page 43. And I'm just trying to figure out what you were admitting and what you were not admitting or what you're not saying here. Okay. The first sentence on 43 says that you liked an X post that included the deep fake video. Did you admit that? No, I liked an X post that had a link to the video. Okay. And then you say by liking, or no, as read, we say by liking this post, the post was archived to the displayed on defendant's likes page, and the video in that post could be viewed for her likes page by visitors. True? No, that would have to leave Twitter and go to benbella.com to watch that video. Per what I remember, I believe it would have taken you off their site to the video. I believe, yes. So if you would have, so like what you liked, you said, check out my likes. They went to your likes. If they clicked enough times there, they would get to the video, right? If they clicked it, I believe it would take them to another site. That would show them the video. Yeah, I think so. Okay, all right. I think that's it for these two. We can do whatever you had next in order. So it looks like they go take a look at 25A, and then it shows 45. Okay, so they're putting it 45A, 45B. They put it into identification. So let's scroll down. Okay, We know you lying asshole. That's what that's one of her tweets. You said, right? She says, okay. And are you saying that Megan lied under oath? I posted that question. She said, I posed that question. Have you ever made that accusation? I don't believe so. Okay, and are you in a position to say she lied under oath? No. Do you retract that? If you said it, that she lied? I didn't say it. I don't recall saying that. If you said it, you didn't have a basis to say it, right? Cause for speculation. She says call for speculation, and she said objection. I guess she tried to correct herself right there. Calls for speculation. I'm asking with respect. I'm asking if she knows something at the level of confidence that she would accuse Megan of lying on the oath. Then tell me, are you do you know that to be true? Do I know that she would lie on the oath? That she did lie on the oath. You said that. I don't know for certain that Megan lied on the oath. I posed the question. I understand that people can ask questions. That he said it's different than the accusation, right? Right. Like, we know you lying asshole. Do you see that? Yes, I do. Do you see a question mark at the end of that? I don't. It's not a question, is it? That is not a question. It's an accusation. And Buster, girl. Child, girl, what the hell, girl? Yeah. Girl, you gonna make me talk like Medea. Lord, calm down, Cody. Now, you know, I can hit that Medea, but let me calm down. All right, let's go with it. So he's saying she does not have a question mark at the end of her question, which in his theory, it's an accusation. Now, here goes Miss Dixon. Objection. The witness. But towards that, though, well, that's what I'm trying to get to. Okay, all right. So objection as to the characterization, speculation, and assumed facts not in evidence as far as the word accusation. It's mischaracterization of the facts. Okay, are you saying that Megan lied at the trial about anything under oath? What I'm saying in this transcript, no questions. Are you? Let's not in this transcript. Have you said that Megan under oath? Have you said Megan lied under oath at trial? I don't believe so. Okay, you don't believe that, do you? Or you don't have evidence of that? What is the question? You are not in a position to make that accusation. You are saying you never said that and you wouldn't because you don't have the evidence, right? I said I don't believe that. I accused her outright of lying in court. But Megan is a liar per her own admissions. She lied many times, but not in court under oath, yes? And she is explaining all those statements. She said, I want to be clear because this transcript is in front of me and we played the audio. What are we referencing? My statement here? Or are you bringing up, am I accusing her in court of lying? I'm trying to find out. You said the word lie, liar, lying, right? And that's what she said. And that's what he says. We're going to look at 30. Ooh. There's some tea, y'all. There's some tea. Write this down in your notebook. He says, I'm trying to find out. You said the word lie, liar, lying. She says, right. And he says, we're going to look at 30 of them today. Okay. She says, So I want to get your answer on whether you are saying she lied on the oath. He says, Oh, are you referenced to something else? All right. Okay. I just want to be clear. She says, in this moment, I'm referencing in general that in general, Megan is a liar. Tell me exactly what lies you are accusing of her here. Megan lied to police. She said it was glass first. In this moment, this is in general that Megan is a liar. So when I said Megan is a lying ass hoe, he says, what are you referring to? Megan lied about sleeping with her best friend's love interest. Megan lied about how, oh God, Megan lied to police about the glass injury. Megan came forward and said she was lying to protect people. I mean, she's lied quite a few times. She said all of that under oath to the police. Well, she said all that under oath to the whole world at trial, right? Said all of word. She said all of what? Explain everything you just said about the reasons she did, what she did, when she did it, right? The George Floyd and all this other stuff. You heard that, right? Well, that makes her non-credible, doesn't it? You could ask the jury. They believed her, not Tory, right? Oh, that's some tea, girl. That's some tea. Y'all listen, that's some tea. Well, that's them. Objection, Tory didn't. That's them, the jury, right? Right. But once again, we do have an appeals court. Milagro, why are you still in this trial, still so worried about what's going on with Tory? As y'all, following along, how many times has she mentioned that appeal? Okay, let's continue. Okay, but so far, our truth finding process has found that she is believed, yes? Once again, that's what our process has produced so far in this case, yes? Once again, Megan is a liar by her own admission. And when I say Megan is a liar, I'm speaking in general that she is a liar. She told a lie. That makes her a liar. She's told many lies. Do you have any? What is the last part? When someone lies, they're a liar. Okay, so Milagro, what are you? That my opinion alone. That's my question. Okay, let's continue. Do you have any? What was that last part? And then I just read this, so let's go on down. He says, okay, but you don't have any personal knowledge about any of that, right? Other than what she said, you don't know any of the truth. I mean, objection, that's not. And then here goes Milagro. In court, she revealed she was sleeping with Tory. So I can confirm that she did lie when she said she didn't. Yeah. On a TV show on Gayle King, but she fessed up in court. Yeah. Which means she lied because in court she said, yes, I did sleep with him. I understand, but just in the exercise we're doing, we're accusing somebody of perjury. Which I want to understand if you're doing that. I do not believe I did. And you wouldn't do that today? Wouldn't do what today? Say that Megan committed perjury in that? I would not assert that. I would not ask. I would ask like I did before. Just ask. I would ask, did Megan perjure herself? When the experts said there were no nerve damage, when they did, she say there was. A jury heard the whole thing and they convicted, right? Based on all the evidence, all the things you were talking about, everyone took it all into account and they convicted, right? They did, but the biggest names in our industry did not believe her. The public didn't believe her. And I think that's why. Again, why are you okay? Let me keep. I'm gonna wait for my commentary. Let's keep going. That's when he chimed in and said they weren't in the box. He said that's when she says there was so much contention. I understand, but I don't think it would be the type of topic it is. And I don't think that Joe Budden, the Breakfast Club, and just the major players, academics, would speak on it and assert that she's a liar themselves if they did not believe it to be true. Also, he says, why? I wasn't the only one. Why? Why wouldn't they just make it up for attention? No one needs to do that. They all need to do it. Isn't it that you get ratings? No. No one likes someone tearing down a woman that has allegedly been hurt. So no. You do a pretty good job on there, calling her the B word. And right? Well, he's whatever he put, but y'all see the lines right there. She says, but to your point, it wouldn't help me. So I wouldn't have to really believe that she's a liar to go against the grain. But if you've already told me there's no way you could independently know that, right? You don't have access to the evidence. You weren't there. You don't have personal knowledge. You are never going to be in a position to conclusively answer that question, right? Are you referring to the case or now me calling her a liar in general? I think we've distinguished, right? If you didn't say it before, you are saying right now you are not in a position to call to say that she lied at trial, right? I cannot assert that she lied at trial. Y'all, there's some tea right here. There's some tea. Y'all write this down in your notebook. Write that part down. I cannot assert that she lied at trial. Okay. And if you said that, you take it back. Objection. I did not say that. Okay. Let's mark this for 46. For the record, we've marked as Exhibit 46, appears to be a tweet. Okay, so they marked it into identification. And it looks like this is what we've been talking about. Milagro, Mob's World. Go to my likes, yeah? Yes. Okay. And that says June 8th, 2024. That's the date that you first saw the video of Meg, yeah? What day? June 8th? Yes. All right. And it says 10:34 a.m. Go to my likes. 5.7 thousand views. I guess just streaking with the top here. Is this in fact the tweet you sent out at 10:34 on 6/8/24 about your likes? Yes. Okay. And at that time you did that. On your likes was a like of the post about the deepfake video, right? It was a post about the deepfake video, right? And we've discussed that if you click enough times on that, you are going to get to the video, right? I believe it would take you to another site. Okay, and then just so you know, these like the 5.7 thousand views, is that the number of people who viewed this text tweet? Yes. All right, and all this stuff about quotes and bookmarks, and what you see here is something is missing. So this post was quote tweeted. So the actual post that has the 613199, that's not present here, whatever that is. Okay, so then going to the bottom, Milagro and Mob's World. You quote this, right? Yeah, go to my likes. That could have been related to anything. You just told me that before, right? Yeah. It could have been anything. But then you say, but just read the rest of it. It says, but I ain't no lying ass hoe, cough. It was so that people could see the video another ex-user posted. What would the lawsuit for that be? So they had Milagro read that out loud. So now here go Sullivan chiming in. So that was the point, is to get them to look at the video, right? Now, y'all listen to some tea, y'all. Y'all listen to this. Well, sometimes we misspeak. So when I said video, I should have said post, because it was a post. You just thought of that after the fact, though, right? No, I'm explaining to you that sometimes you tweet and you are tweeting fast and you speak out of turn and you use the wrong term. How did you use the wrong term, Milagro? But okay, let's continue. So are you talking about a deep fake video? The topic at hand was the video. And so what I should have said was post. Well, what do you mean should have? This is you writing in real time. This is what you told them, right? And that's the problem. Sometimes when we write in real time and speak in real time, we make mistakes. Are you saying it's less bad for you if you sent them to look at the post as opposed to the video? Do you think there's a distinction? For me, I knew that my intent was to discuss the headline itself, not for people to necessarily go see Megan in a compromising position. So why didn't you just put it out on your own site, the headline? You could talk about it all by yourself without the video. I hadn't had time to really look into it enough. Like I told you, I had already been in an altercation, verbal altercation with Cardi. It was brought to my attention. So as it was happening, I tweeted, go to my likes, so people could see what I was referencing. But that's why it wasn't something that was broadcasted on my main platform as they show. And I also have a website. So, okay, so pause. This is my question and this is my opinion. Y'all look at that. Is that admitting to something to y'all? It was brought to my attention. So as it's happening, I tweeted, go to my likes so people could see what I was referencing. But that's why it wasn't something that was broadcasted on my main platform as they show. And I also have a website. So, but I thought you just said you could be talking about anything. Y'all write that down. Write that down in your notebook. And are you asking what would the lawsuit for that be, right? Right. And you found out. I found out, right, that I was accused of he says, you got a lawsuit for that. She says, objection, argumentative. This is Miss Dixon. Right. Uh-huh. You now know that the lawsuit for this is, right? You were sued for defamation. I understand well, not for defamation for the video. I'm sorry, yes, for the deepfake. You are sued under the statute that prohibits that in promoting those. Right. I understand that I've been sued for that, but I think that it doesn't make sense. Okay. And prior to saying, go to my likes, did you make any effort to find out whether the video was fake? Did you try to find out at least what Megan had to say about it? No, I didn't. Did at some point after you said, go to my likes, did you find out that Megan said it's fake at some point after? No. Megan, I believe she said that people want to hurt her or something like that. But I don't believe she already said that's not me in the video. I just think she said people are trying to hurt me. Y'all want to hurt me so bad. Something like that. Sitting here today, as far as you know, she never said it wasn't her. I was not aware of her asserting that it wasn't her. I don't believe so. Did you make any effort, having sent everybody to go look at it, to really get sure about whether it was her or not? I don't believe I sent people to go look at it. But like I said, when I looked at it, I thought enough of it. I thought it was very possible it could be her based on the way she raps. And publicly, she's been tied to a couple of things, a situation with Kelsey and Tori. I thought it was very possible. But is that your standard? Very possible? I mean, if that was, y'all, there's some tea, y'all, listen to some tea. So here you go. They're talking about, he brought up her daughter for an example. So let's get into it. If that was your daughter in the video, would you say, oh, it's very possible it's her? I'll pass it along. Like, aren't you worrying about being wrong there? Well, when you are in an entertainment field in something trends, if it is or if it isn't, the point is to discuss what is happening in the world. Even if it's false, you say, screw it, I'll pass it along. And let's talk about the false stuff. Well, that's my point. That's why I didn't tweet, go to benbella.com. Now, ma'am, you liked it, and then you told people to go to my likes, and then you knew exactly what it was for. We got the audio, so on my page, scroll down, you'll see it. What are you talking about? But okay, let's continue. If I wanted them to see the video versus a headline, I could have easily posted it. Like I said, you could have posted a headline right here, right? It takes one line. To me, questionable, Megan, deepfake, whatever. Let's talk about it. Had I posted that, then I feel like that's when it would have turned into a thing. So, like I said, I did not have time to research it that way. It was a very intimate audience, and we were there discussing something entirely different. It wasn't, she says, it wasn't even focused on Megan. This happened during discussing Cardi B and my altercation with her. Does Cardi B have anything to do with this? You keep bringing her up in this. Now, side note, she brings her up a lot. I mean, in my opinion. But okay, let's keep going. Well, because this day, that's what I was doing. And this is what I was doing literally at this time. At the time this is going on, and as I'm tweeting, I'm streaming and I'm discussing and going back and forth actively recording. Uh-huh. Where is this exhibit 46? What is this? This is from your production? Is this something you put together? Is it just a Twitter page? Is it a combination of things? That's the Twitter page that's been suspended. Say again. A Twitter page that has been suspended. It's a tweet. Okay, it's a tweet that's been suspended. Is it 2 weeks? No, is it 2 tweets? There's go to my likes, and then there's stuff at the bottom. Yeah, there's 2 tweets. Like I told you, whatever tweet is above, that is not present in the screenshot. I don't know what that said. In this message, yeah, go to my likes. That could have been related to anything, right? And you are saying that even that now, that's your protection, right? Uh-huh. It's not protection. It's the truth, because on Twitter, they were not privy to the conversation on Station Head. So when someone on Twitter would have seen go to my likes, they would have seen thousands of likes. So now pause. We got the video. Well, not the, well, yeah, we did have the video, but we actually have the audio. Somebody's not being truthful, in my opinion. All right, let's continue. She said, so when someone on Twitter would have seen go to my likes, they would have seen thousands of likes. So you can say that now and say I wasn't specifically doing it, but then right here in the next line, you say I'm not a liar. I did it so they could see the video that was posted there. You just flat out said that, right? And like I told you, for me, it was about bringing attention to the story, not necessarily the video of Megan, about the story. So I misspoke. I should have said so the other people could see the post other ex-user posted. And then the court reporter requested clarification. She says, post another ex-user posted. This is going to be 47. I'll give it to your lawyer. Okay, so they marked that for identification. I think this was produced by your side. And that's when Ms. Dixon says, uh-huh. What's the number for this one? On the bottom is 47. Uh-huh. She says, oh, 47. I'm sorry. Yeah. And actually, if you don't mind, if you would take a minute, Ms. Cooper, and just go through and just quickly look at what's here. I think it's from your files, and I would recognize it, but I just want to, okay, Ms. Cooper, Exhibit 47. It looks like a combination of a bunch of separate things. Do you know how this was put together? I believe that I took a screenshot and made like a PDF file. Okay, a PDF file of tweets. Oh, different tweets? Yes. And what was do you know when you did that roughly? I'm sorry, I don't. Is it part of the case? Getting ready for the case? Yes. Okay, and your lawyer said gather some things, and this among the things you gathered. I don't need their words. I'm just what caused you to do this? Lawyer? Yeah. Per the interrogatories, I don't even know how you say that word, child. Interrogatories, however you say that word, y'all see it. But anyway, let's continue. Yeah. Okay. And what steps did you go through to put this together? You just searched. It's simple. I went back to that date on my Twitter. Okay. And then I took screenshots and made a PDF file from it. Okay. Because I don't know how to export it otherwise. Okay. And I guess we'll just go through them. So for example, at the very top, 1251 on 6/8, this is something you posted to your Twitter? Yes. Okay. Don't take the bait and repost that. Whatever that means. What were you trying to say there? I was saying don't repost the video. Don't repost that video. Any video that may come across as it's posted to be Megan in that position, don't repost it. Okay, why were you saying that? I was saying that because you have someone who has already been through a lot, and you come out reposting this video, that could be something that could make people look at her crazy. So don't repost it. I just felt like it would be stupid. Now, pause. There's another clip of her then saying, hey, don't post that video. Go do what I did. I went and liked it and tweeted, go to my likes. I have the audio clip. Anyway, let's continue. I was saying that because you have someone who had already been through a lot. Okay. And you come out reposting this video, that would be something that, could make people look at her crazy. So I don't repost it. I just felt like it would be stupid. I mean, it's damaging for her that to be out there, right? The video, I don't know. She's pretty promiscuous in her music. But for some people, you never know how people are going to take it. I just didn't think it was a positive thing. So I felt like don't repost it. Whatever way you got to see it, that wasn't something you understood was put out by Megan, right? She didn't choose to have that out there. I couldn't say. You didn't know either way. I didn't know she says, I didn't know where it came from. As far as you knew, she hadn't contested to that image being out there, right? I didn't know anything. Now, pause. You knew that tweet that she posted about, and I think we're going to get into that next, but she remembers that exact tweet that Megan posted out about that was the last day people going to be playing with her. She is also aware of that night when Megan was on tour, how she was crying on stage. She is very aware of that. Girl, miss me with that BS. What the hell wrong with you here? Okay, now calm down. Now calm down. Don't hit that Medea on them. Don't hit that Medea. Calm down. All right, y'all, let's get back to it. So you certainly didn't know that she consented to it. If you didn't know anything, right? I didn't know. She says, I did not know if she had consented or not. Right. You didn't care? I wouldn't say I didn't care. I did not know. Okay. Would that be important to you before you passed it along? I don't feel as though I passed it along, but her response to it would be important. But once again, she's a public figure. She's very famous. The story itself existing, true or not, is still a story. So you can lie about them if they're famous, or at least talk about the lies about them. Objection, argumentative, says Ms. Dixon. You can discuss conversations. So it was a public topic, and we discussed it. So it's not about discussing lying or anything like that. It's just about what is happening in the world. Right. But you start with some accusation, which could be true or false. And then you say, let's talk about whether they're this. That's what you do. Well, not the accusation. It was a video. So it was more so this is supposed to be out, and then the conversation around that. Right. And I'll go look at it before we decide if it's real or fake. Well, we didn't have what she says. Well, we wouldn't have been able to decide. We're not Megan. Okay, next one down. 12:45. I think there's some people that wanted to be her anyway. That's what she said. This is what Milagro, I'm guessing, assuming this is what the tweet says. I guess they're reading off the page. Next one down, 12:45. I think there's some people that wanted to be her anyway. What did you mean by that? There was someone on my Discord. Now, there's some tea, y'all. There's some tea, y'all. There's some tea, y'all. Listen to some tea. So she says, there was someone on my Discord tagging me and continuing to bring this situation to my attention. And I was annoyed. And so I said, I think there's some people that want it to be her. Like, anyway, like, leave me alone. I was over it. Because once again, I was going back and forth. All right, next one. With the way deep fake and AI be going these days, if it's not her, she should sue whoever made it. That's whatever. On page 6, which is 0006, exhibit 47, 12, 22, does that accurately show what you put out there? Yes. And at the time you did this, had you attempted to find out what Megan's position on the fakeness was? No. At this point, I was still uncertain. I thought about it, very much so. Could be her, but I didn't know. So I said, with the way that things happen, there have been so many things I couldn't discern if they were real or not because of AI technology. So I said, if it's not her, then I think you should pursue something because I don't think that's right to do to people. Right. And if it was you in the video, would you want people passing it along before you heard what you said? If it was true? I understand. Or are you asking me for me or if I was in Megan's position? I'll start with you. I'm a good child. Now, come on, girl. Now, y'all listen to this. I'm a public figure of sorts. I have learned then. She says, I have learned that certain things are concerning you. People are going to talk about it. What would I want them to do? No. Is it going to happen? And do I understand that it happens? Yes. But do you think that there's a lot of laws that are being put around the country, right, about deep fake corn videos? Yes. You know that about, and then it says multiple simultaneous speakers. Objection, it calls for legal opinion. I do not know about that. Objection, it calls for legal opinion. Do you think that somebody who is famous